score they did in that one, Kevin. It covers up a lot of mistakes that you make in other areas.
And early on, Steve, they got hot as a team, and it pretty much lasted the duration of the game.
Nowitzki is out there with Thunder. Then there's the mayor. Then it's Anthony. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Nowitzki against Monroe. To the paint. And the layup falls.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Pistons leading by 12. He's working on Nowitzki. He kicks it to Rose. Gets it to go.
You can't fault what he's been doing out there. Some really impressive shooting.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Back to Anthony. And that one's good. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Well, we'll see if anything's different now, because this was not a good matchup for them a year ago. They got swept in the season series.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for New York. Felton comes in for Anthony. They get a hand on it. Rose with the ball. He's got 12. That's good. 12 points for him. Clark, the conference roles seemingly reversed when these two teams play.
Kevin, just goes to show you can't count out a team just because they're not in the running for the playoff. They can play just as hard as a playoff team.
Pistons leading by 12. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And it's good. Rose has got 14.
And Rose is really the driving force for this offense, literally and figuratively. I mean, he gets into the paint as well as anybody in the NBA, and he's so explosive as a finisher because of his athleticism and speed. So Derrick Rose, really the key to this club's offense.
You know, I really like his groundedness as a player, Steve. He seems to be genuinely humble and yet holds himself to a really high standard, understanding the responsibility of his stardom and his gifts. Failure for him is not an option, and when the game's in the balance, he wants to step up and handle his responsibility as the team's leader.
And Detroit has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Monroe, no good. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And Kevin, they played such terrific defense in that game. It took a lot of pressure off them at the other end of the court.
Yeah, and you can't just pick 1 or 2 players.
Oh,
ridiculous. Tore it down that time. All business there, not messing around one bit. Bust it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Rose goes in. Here's Stanley. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 12 points for him.
A beautiful finesse move right there. I mean, you got to love that finger roll finish.
Rose against Philp. Here's Nowitzki. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Knicks have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Pistons leading by 17. Here's Rose. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Thunder's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lee passes to Pitt. Back to Lee. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lee's got 8 points. The Pistons shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Rose with the ball. Al Felton defender. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Shot from 12. And Pekovic throws it down. And the Pistons lead by 17. The Knicks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Nowitzki kicks to Pittman. Inside. Here's Knox. And so he earns it. To the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Thunder. 10 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so it makes them both. Here's Ginobili. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the pass to Williams. It's all up top. Back to Williams. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Looking for Ginobili. He gets it there. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Ginobili. The Knicks making a switch here. Samuels checked in. And a switcher also for Detroit. Monroe's checked in. Here's Anthony. 14 points for him. To the middle. Blocked.
Well, they say control the glass, control the game. They're definitely controlling the glass.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's been the case here tonight. Big leads they're enjoying on the glass.
Williams kicks to Ginobili. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 14 points for Ginobili.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
Lee dishes to Anthony. Some nice passing by New York here. And good on the basket. Hook it.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Outside Williams. The feed to Ginobili. The kick out to Williams. Over Anthony. The shot by Williams, no good.
And no defender was around him to influence that shot. It didn't hurt them there, but they can't make that mistake twice.
It's stolen by Anthony. And now the Knicks on the break. The jump hook, and there's another one for the Knicks.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Ginobili the pass to Williams. He's at the pick. Ginobili attacking. Back to Williams. For the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili. Williams has got 5 now.
You know, with their lead and the success they're having from behind the three-point arc, there's no reason to get away from it. Stay with it.
Keep checking. I mean, just find out if you're hot. Once they're going, keep firing.
Lee kicks to Samuels, and the shot is good. 13 points in the game.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Williams with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Williams, that's good. Knicks trailed by 17. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in three-point shooting. Second in assists. and they're the #2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you look at those numbers, and what obviously stands out is first in the league in three-point shooting. That's amazing. They've just done a nice job of spacing the floor, getting good looks for their shooters out there, and really passing the ball unselfishly.
Here's Pittman.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
What a half they're having from beyond the arc. It's getting ridiculous.
And there's no reason they shouldn't keep attacking from out there. I mean, they got it going on in a big way now.
Kicks it to Samuels to end the run. Rebound by Williams. Pistons leading by 22. The dish to Monroe. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Samuels got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Gets it to go. 6 points for him.
This team has to tighten up inside. Way too many easy hoops in the lane.
Yep, that's 5 straight buckets they've given up from the key now, and it's hurting them.
Outside Rose. Just 5 to shoot. 0. Shot is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. To the inside. Pushes up. Shot's good by Samuel. Samuel's got 15.
No question, they're trying to pound the ball inside. That's 5 straight hoops inside.
And if the D won't stop it, keep at it. I mean, those are the kind of looks you want all day long.
Williams. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Monroe's shot is good. 18 points for him.
And Kevin, keep an eye tonight on how many plays he keeps alive for his club. Just the way he works, the way he moves, the way he anticipates plays before they happen. Constant. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
Yeah, a breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
It's almost unfair, guys. I mean, when you can get up that high, that's crazy.
On the basket by Pittman.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
Pistons leading by 20. The baseline J. They'll get another chance.
You see the contrast here offensively. They're really starting to make that mid-range shot.
Yeah, I love it. You know, just finding the gap and looking for a little airspace, a little room to get the shot off. They're doing a nice job.
He dishes it to Samuels. Buries it down low. Samuels got 6 in the quarter.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The Pistons shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Williams. 21 points for Rose.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
He feeds it to Pittman. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Here's Miller. Shot misses. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Pistons on top, just dominating this one. And time for the short break. Detroit with the ball. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Detroit.
Soft defense right there. Way too soft.
Back to Lee. Goes up. Gets it to go.
It's 4 straight field goals coming inside the paint.
Boy, they're taking it right to him, Steve. And the defense has really been way too passive for my liking.
0. Back to Gasol. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. And for the Knicks, the shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Lee dishes to Nowitzki. The jump hook. Rebound by the Pistons.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
And there's the call on Felton. That is his first foul of the game.
They're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
Here's Stanley. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Lee against Ginobili. Down low. Number 8. Good.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
Pistons leading by 20. Outside Rose. Back to Ginobili. Rose. Rose off the pick from Ginobili. Ginobili right side. Pass to Rose. Feeds to Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, that was not an easy chance. He tried his best to beat the clock there.
Well, they've got to make it easier on themselves instead of really being forced into that kind of a play at the end of the shot clock. They can't seem to do anything to slow him down.
Yeah, this is a scoring clinic. I mean, he's got it going on.
Rose kicks to Ginobili. It's good this time. The assist from Rose. And that's 17 points for Ginobili. Passes it to Lee. Up with it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And the Pistons making a change here. And both free throws good for Lee. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Rose. Dishes to Gasol. Pulls up on the elbow. The shot will not go.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
Here's Thunder. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
You know, some good games going on, and that Phoenix game especially has caught my eye.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here The offensive rebound. Another shot. He lays it in. Thunder. He's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they keep going right back to the paint. And who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area. So I expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
They stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
He's really flipped the script with this performance here in the second half.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Ginobili, here we go. And the shot is good. Ginobili's got 13 points in the second half.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
He kicks to Felton. With the lead pass. Lead. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
Boy, what a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean, get the ball deep and try to score from in tight rather than rely on the outside shooting. I mean, that's a more consistent way to score. Take it inside.
Now here's Lee. He started close, and that one's good.
Guys, he's been a go-to guy for him, and the pressure's going to continue to build on him the longer they're in this hole.
Hunter Ginobili on the way. 3-pointer, and Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The pass to Felton. Gathers, and the layup is good.
And defensively, you've got to try to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's not going to miss those, not often anyway. The defense has to muscle up and deny him that position to have a chance. Well, another uncontested 3 there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open 3s.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open 3-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up 1, but you start giving 3-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Well, they haven't had to ask him to do too much, but he's doing whatever's needed out there.
Anthony against Rose. Here's Thunder. Stolen by Monroe. And now the Pistons fast break. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Gets it to go.
You know, it's easy to take him for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
That's good. Pistons leading by 18. Outside Rose. Here's Gasol. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Picked him clean. Anthony against Rose. Now the feed to Ginobili. Over Lee. You know what? So New York will take it the other way. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Knox. Gets it to go. Thunder's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because he didn't really need to double clutch there.
It's Ginobili with the drive. Some solid D from Nowitzki. There's the bucket. Good. Now here's Rose. The Pistons making a change. here.
What a throwdown there, man. You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. Stanley covered by Lee. Clock at 6. Here's Stanley. Rebounded by Anthony.
It's like he was maybe showboating a little bit. That fadeaway, really no reason for it.
Here's Thunder. Out to Anthony. The three is launched. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Here's Rose. And that one's good. Rose has got 23.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Kicks to Nowitzki. Out to Lee. Here's Thunder. Back to Lee. He gathers. Misses the layup.
That's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and look to come away with the win right here.
0. It's rebounded by New York. Now Anthony. That's good. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Pistons leading by 13. Back to Rose. So the whistle flows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Clark, as you were saying before, they're controlling the inside presence, just overwhelming here today.
And I really thought that was the deciding factor, Kevin. I mean, they were just too strong inside.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Nick Roberts' shot is good.
Well done, finishing that one off.
The Pistons shoot about 43% here in the fourth quarter. The dish to Gasol. The Pistons working the ball around now. And that one's good. Monroe's got 10 points in just the second half. Knicks trailed by 15. Here's Vaughn. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rose goes in. He dishes it to Monroe. The Knicks pull it in. Samuels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And McRoberts kicks to Pittman. Shot is off. And the Pistons now going the other way.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
Gets it to go. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're in front by 16. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Rose. Good. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
They're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intention.
There's Vaughn. Rebounded by Rose. Detroit's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. 51 seconds left in the game. Shot's good.
Hasn't had a whole lot of misses here in the quarter. Very sharp shooting right now. It's fun to watch.
Here's Samuels. Detroit with the rebound. Rose attacking. Here's Monroe. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot two.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, 11 rebounds, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. Guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
Knicks shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. New York calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this.
Ryan Anderson is checked in for Greg Monroe.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Here's Miller. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little bit. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more. They're going to come back and win.
So it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, that'll do. For Dorisburg, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.